Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you especially to the witnesses that are before us. I want to start off by saying that we agree education is pivotal for our country, and putting children and putting families first is so important, which is why this subcommittee is so important. As the former Secretary of Labor in Delaware, I think about jobs, the economy, and how education relates to that. But also, as an American, I think about the history of public education in this country and why this is a tool for good citizens as well. We live in the wealthiest country on earth. No one in this country should be using decades old textbooks that are missing pages and wearing thin. No child should be hungry in class with no breakfast to fill them and no lunch to look forward to. And no teacher in America should be expected to wrangle 50 plus children at a time. We are the wealthiest nation in the world, yet tattered textbooks, hungry students, and overstretched educators are still a reality across our country. But instead of solving these problems with evidence based solutions, we know some creative things that are happening across this country. Some people just want to wash their hands of public schools entirely. Instead, they would prefer to subsidize private education at the expense of the 90% of American students and 95% of students with disabilities who attend public schools. Some call this school choice, but let's call it what it is. Private school vouchers are really the school's choice. Unlike public schools, private schools can select their student body based on the criteria they want. They can and do turn away students with disabilities. They can turn away LGBTQ students because of sexual orientation. They can turn away a Jewish student because of their faith. School choice should leave many families, sometimes it does, with no choice at all. And I want more students in Delaware. I want every student in America to have more. So, how do we fix these problems and get real results? The good news is that we actually know what works. We know that strategies like phonics and decoding help students learn to read. We know that small class sizes, skilled teachers, and individualized instruction promote better outcomes for students. And there are so many creative things on the horizon. As we know, the federal government plays a limited but important role in education. We cannot and we should not be making curriculum mandates from where we sit here in Washington, D.C. But we can invest in what works. We can uplift stories of success that show the true power of what public education can be, like in Seaford, Delaware. That school district is important because this school district has a high poverty rate, and they've been able to help Delaware students improve their literacy and writing scores by training educators, implementing quality curriculum, and providing extra support to students in need. If we really want a better future for more and more options for our children, then we must truly invest in public schools. And we must also make good on our promise to educate students with disabilities and fully fund IDEA. And I would welcome the opportunity to collaborate with my Republican colleagues on doing just that. Unfortunately, the administration, as we all know, is illegally withholding over $5 billion in funds that would directly support teacher preparedness and student success. The president has proposed eliminating federal literacy grants and is trying to shut down the only department focused on improving education outcomes and protecting student civil rights. What our students need is stability and resources. And we must prioritize, not privatize, their futures. I would also say that I think we agree we want better for our kids. I think that is what is in common. The question isn't what do we need to do, it's if we're willing to do it. And I hope that my colleagues will consider working together. And again, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Coach, and I yield back.